If you have diabetes, there's a common nighttime habit that might be raising your blood sugar without you realizing it. And here's the surprising part. It looks healthy. Here's the point. It's not just about eating at night. It's about what you eat, when you eat, and how often this pattern repeats. Most people choose foods they believe are safe. Fruit, granola, whole grains, light snacks, and during the day, these choices can make sense. But at night, these same foods can work against your blood sugar control at night. Why? Because your body works differently at that time. Your metabolism slows down, and your ability to process sugar becomes less efficient. The result? Even small portions can lead to blood sugar spikes at night. And the most dangerous part, you don't notice it. You eat, you go to sleep. Everything feels normal, but internally, your body is dealing with elevated glucose for longer than it should. And when this repeats, night after night, it starts to affect your nighttime glucose control. Avoid fast-digesting carbs or sugary foods before bed. Even if they seem healthy, this can already help you lower blood sugar overnight and stabilize blood sugar. Overnight, it's not just the food, it's the timing. Be honest. Do you usually eat something before bed, even if it's healthy? Comment below. Now that you understand the issue is not just the food, but also the timing, let's move to the first real step to improve your blood sugar control at night. Here it is. Stop eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Simple, but powerful, because when you do this, you give your body time to do what it's supposed to do at night. Regulate, not process food. Most people do the opposite. They have dinner, and then eat again later, a small snack, something healthy, and they assume it won't affect their blood sugar at night. But every time you eat before sleep, you restart the glucose cycle. Your body has to release insulin again. At the exact moment when insulin sensitivity at night is lower. The result? More difficulty maintaining nighttime glucose control. More instability, more blood sugar spikes at night. Now think about the difference. When you stop eating earlier, your body enters a natural fasting window. Instead of handling new glucose, it starts regulating what's already in your bloodstream, and this helps you lower blood sugar overnight and stabilize blood sugar overnight more efficiently. This is one of the most effective daily habits for blood sugar control. And the best part, no extreme diet. No restriction, just better timing. It's not about eating less, it's about stopping at the right time. And when you do this consistently, your body responds. Better balance, less fluctuation, more control. If this is making sense to you, subscribe to Health Insight MD and like this video. Most people never learn these small adjustments, but they are what truly change your diabetes night routine. If you want to stay ahead and understand your body, you're in the right place. Now that you've adjusted your last meal timing, there's a second step that can significantly improve your blood sugar control at night. And the best part, it's simple, quick, and almost no one does it. Here's the step. Move your body for a few minutes after your last meal. No intense workout, nothing complicated. A light walk for 5 to 10 minutes is enough. And it makes a huge difference. Why? Because after you eat, glucose enters your bloodstream. If you stay still, your body depends more on insulin to handle that glucose. But at night, insulin sensitivity is already lower, which makes the process less efficient. Now compare that to movement. When you move, even lightly, your muscles start using glucose immediately, without relying as much on insulin, and this directly improves your nighttime glucose control. Result? Fewer blood sugar spikes at night, better stability, more efficient glucose using. And here's the key detail. You're not changing what you ate, you're changing how your body responds to it. Same meal, different outcome. Because of one small habit. This is one of the most effective ways to avoid glucose spikes before bed. Improve blood sugar control at night. Help stabilize blood sugar overnight. Key insight: it's not just about what you eat, it's about what you do right after. And that after is where most people lose control. They eat, sit down, and stay inactive. That's where the problem starts. When you add movement, you break that pattern and create a much better environment for your body over time. This simple habit becomes part of your routine and consistently improves your diabetes night routine. Now that you've adjusted your last meal timing and added movement after eating, there's a third factor that can still affect your blood sugar at night. And interestingly, it's not directly related to food. It's related to your environment and the signals you send your body before sleep. Most people end their day like this: bright lights, phone screens, TV, a stimulated mind, and a body that is still in an active state. The problem is, this directly affects your blood sugar control at night, because your body doesn't recognize that it's time to slow down. It stays in alert mode, and this impacts important hormones, like cortisol. When cortisol remains elevated at night, your body can release more glucose into the bloodstream, even if you haven't eaten, and this explains something many people struggle to understand: why blood sugar at night can rise, even when food choices are correct. This is one of the most overlooked factors in any diabetes night routine, because it's invisible. It doesn't feel obvious, but it's happening every night, and over time, it affects your ability to stabilize blood sugar overnight and impacts your morning levels. Now look at the difference when you reduce stimulation before bed. Lower lights, less screen exposure, calmer environment. Your body begins to shift from active mode to recovery mode, and this improves not only your sleep, but also your nighttime glucose control. Over time, this helps improve insulin sensitivity at night and strengthens your overall routine. This is one of the simplest adjustments within daily habits for blood sugar control, and at the same time, one of the most ignored. Key insight: your results are not only defined by what you eat, but by the signals your body receives before sleep. And when those signals are aligned, everything becomes more stable. At this point, you've probably noticed something important. Nothing here is complicated. Nothing here is extreme. And yet, all of this directly impacts your blood sugar at night. So, it raises a natural question: how can something so simple actually make a difference? The answer lies in how your body works. Your body doesn't respond well to extreme changes, but it responds very well to patterns, repetition, consistency, clear signals, and everything you've seen so far creates exactly that. When you adjust your last meal timing, you improve your blood sugar control at night. When you add movement after eating, you reduce blood sugar spikes at night. When you reduce stimulation before sleep, you improve your internal environment. And when this repeats every day, you start building a pattern, and that pattern improves how your body handles glucose. This is what strengthens your diabetes night routine. It's not one isolated habit, it's the combination, and most importantly, the repetition, because the goal is not to get it right once, it's to make it automatic. And this is why many people only start seeing real change when they focus on daily habits for blood sugar control. Not quick fixes, not temporary changes, but something they can sustain. Another key point: none of this requires perfection. Even if you don't do it every day, you are still improving your pattern, and over time, this helps you stabilize blood sugar overnight and improve insulin sensitivity at night. This is the kind of change that doesn't look big at first, but builds real results over time. Key insight: you don't need more information. You need a better pattern. And once that pattern is in place, your body starts doing what it's designed to do: regulate, balance, stabilize. And you can clearly see what actually makes a difference in your blood sugar at night. It's not about one big change. It's not about something extreme. It's about small adjustments that, together, completely change how your body responds. When you look at everything we covered, it becomes clear. You adjust your last meal timing. You avoid eating too close to bedtime. You add light movement after eating. You reduce stimulation before sleep. And you stay consistent with these habits. And this directly improves your blood sugar control at night. Not because you're forcing your body, but because you're working with it. And this is exactly what most people don't do. They try to compensate during the day, but ignore the most sensitive period, the night, and that's why blood sugar at night often remains unstable. Because the pattern is not aligned. Now, when you start applying these adjustments, you create a more supportive environment. Your body begins to handle glucose more efficiently, and over time, it becomes easier to stabilize blood sugar overnight, without complexity, without excessive effort, just consistency. Another important point: this doesn't require perfection. Even small improvements already make a difference, because your body responds to patterns, not intensity, and this is what strengthens your diabetes night routine and improves your ability to maintain more stable levels, including when you wake up. Final insight: you don't need to do everything at once. You need to start and stay consistent, because that's what builds results over time. If this helped you see your routine differently, subscribe to Health Insight MD and like this video, because here you'll find simple adjustments that actually make sense and help improve how you manage your nighttime glucose control. There's a video appearing on your screen right now. If you want to keep understanding how your nighttime routine affects your blood sugar, click on it and keep watching. It connects directly with what you just learned here. So take advantage of it and move to the next one. See you there.